All right, and what did we go with the week of August 9th through the 15th, 2026? It's a big week. I mean, there's a lot going on here. We've got a new moon. It was the start of eclipse season. A solar eclipse, new moon. It's the week Flem the parrot gets his leg thing off. Right? Not his leg off. You know, the cast thing that's on it. That'll be nice. That'll be fun. I don't know. Let's see where we go. I got a pre-shuffle here. What actions are they likely to take? Well, Flem the parrot's probably going to walk. Okay, so there you go. There's one. Seven swords. Crossed by four pentacles. I didn't even really look at the pre-shuffle too much. I see somebody here who is choosing their words very carefully. A lot of pastel-y saying, a lot of compliments, right? They want two soulmates to come together. They want the black cat and the white cat to have a conversation with justice. They don't want to screw it up. They want to keep the peace. Somebody's trying to keep the peace. The problem I have here is when you're really afraid and you're really nervous and you're complimentary, somebody might say what needs to be said. It's not a big deal, but there might be a few little white lies thrown around. The good news is they're trying not to. The tendency of this, whoever this energy is that's coming in for you, this main energy here, they have a tendency to exaggerate, to make shit up, to lie, you know, and they're trying not to do that, and I applaud that. But oftentimes when we try, annoying air quotes, try not to do something, we end up doing it inadvertently, right? You know, it's like when we worry about something, we then find ourselves with something to worry about because we find all kinds of other things as we start worrying, and then we focus on that, and it becomes a big mess. So somebody here definitely overthought this for sure. But you're going to get we got communication already. Although I'm not thrilled it opened with a Seven of Swords, that Seven of Swords is crossed by someone who's afraid. When they get cornered, they'll lie. All right? That's basically what it might say. We could look at it that way. Let's shuffle the deck. So what actions are they going to take the week of August 9th through the 15th? Let's do it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, we found these love tarot here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Right? I did just sell you a chicken. A lot of the energies are setting up right now. So keep that in mind. Could happen. The actual actions could happen next week. I have no idea. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. We're going to split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. I'll put the sign names. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. There's text at the top of the description that explains why there's no timestamps here. Okay? We see pretty much everybody knows the drill at this point. All right? Let's see where we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is Fakey McFakerman and a Page of Wands. Not a band I'd like to see. A lot of attraction here. There's there's that childlike energy again, but this time it's not attached to the DF side. Somebody here is very frustrated. They might say weird shit. Okay? There's communication here, but I get somebody saying weird shit they wouldn't normally say. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it's tough to explain. It's like when your grandma starts talking dirty, you feel weird. You know, it's like, grandma, really? Seriously? I've never heard you say the words hand job. You need to chill out, okay? You know, it's like that. It makes you uncomfortable. Okay, you're a little uncomfortable. All right? Grandmas talk about hand jobs in front of the kids. All right, it's a little of that. Okay, we're going to clarify this reading. We're going to use the light seer. It's a little of that. 9 swords at the bottom. Okay, I don't know what that means yet. Let's go. Story starts with Aries energy, position 1. Ends with Pisces energy, position 12. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. Doesn't matter what your sign is. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's go. If the reading's too long for you, put it on 2x. Speed it up. All right, I'm funnier on 2x anyway. All right, like a little cartoon character. All right, here we go. Right here. Story starts, Aries, position 1, 5 of Pentacles. Somebody feels like that. Like the rose. Look, it looks just like it too. Same fucking color and everything. They're doing the same thing. It is a 5 of Pentacles that feels like a 9 of Swords. Somebody's feeling left out. Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Feeling left out. This is the beginning of the story, so this is for a good number of you watching. The corners are extremely important. in a reading like this. This is one of the corners. So, see where we go. You're all part of the cycle. You're all in the same room. It doesn't matter what your sign is. You might perceive things differently because of your energetic makeup, but you're still getting the same energy. Right? 5 of Pentacles. Why is it here? It's crossed by the Magician. Someone feels left out, and they're aiming to fix that. Okay, I got it. They feel like they can. I can handle it. Right? The DMs, the Burger Kings, the King of Wands in this cycle all feel like they can just, well, I'll just wing it. They all feel like they're good at winging things, and they're not. Okay? They're not. And if you're bad at it, it can go horribly wrong, as we can see with all the people watching tarot readings about the King of Wands and the Burger King, right? How they had to have things their way, and their way was wrong. What's on top? 6 Swords. Why is that here? What did I just say, right? Piece of cake, right? Didn't I say piece of cake? Right, there it is, 6 Swords. Why is that here? Page of Pentacles. Sorry about the Band-Aid. The Band-Aid should come off this week, too. That'll be fun. Last couple of days of the Band-Aid. I love it. All right, I'll try not to burn myself again at the grill. I was having fun. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, it's tied closely to all of this, too. I don't know what to fucking... I think they don't know what they're doing. They're going to seem like they do. They just think it's going to be easy and a piece of cake that they can transform things with you. It is communication. They should be more nervous about it. These 2 cards should be reversed, but they're not. In other words, they should be flipped, not reversed, but flipped. I think that's what's happening here. I think you end up teaching this person a lesson. Okay? Somehow. Probably because you're not such a pushover. I don't know. I would guess. Let's keep going. Taurus, position 2. We got a big reading here. We ain't got time. I could spend half the day on that. 7 of Pentacles. Somebody who's been waiting for the right time, the right moment to pounce on you, Steve's viewer, right? They feel like now is it. Now's the time. Now I'm going to do it. Okay. All right, you go, girl or guy. You go do it. Whatever it is, they're going to do it. Okay? All right. All right. It's crossed by the Magician. What did I say? I mean, it was crossed in here too. They all overconfident. Overconfidence. Oh. All right. The Fool. Yeah, what did I say? Rewind. Now it's the same thing. These are the same. Okay? Somebody thinks it's going to be easy, you're going to school them. Somebody thinks it's going to be easy, they're an idiot. Okay? It's the same fucking thing. Transform. They don't have the skills they think they have. The verbal skills, the banging skills, the I don't know anything skills. If this is somebody coming over to build you a deck for your house, don't have them do it. You will fall down the moment you step on it, right? Or they'll put the supports right into the ground instead of into concrete, so the termites will eat it the first couple of nights it's there. I mean, I don't know, but they don't have the skills they think they have, but they sure as hell think now's the time. All right. Gemini, position 3. I wrote down yours. You had the Tower yesterday, a 6 of Swords. Here we go. Here we go. Again. These are all tying together. So everything I'm saying so far is basically the same fucking thing. That's the 6 of Swords. That's the 6 of Swords. The Magician crossing, ending in a page. Somebody taking a leap of faith. It's going to be easy. Ends in a page. I mean, it's the same fucking thing. All right. 6 of Swords. Somebody, this energy has decided to give you a pass. Now, I don't know. I said yesterday, I wrote down some notes on what I said the other day. I said, somebody attached to them, you got an energy, I always get this for Gemini, just somebody attached to them. They usually read as a King of Wands or something along those lines, or an Emperor. Who's getting in their head. And they've somehow made you old tech. Old news. Steve's viewer is old news. You need to move on from that. And they're listening. Probably because this person attached to them has painted some rainbow picture of what they could have. No, you don't want Steve's viewer. You want the arranged marriage with somebody you don't even like. I mean, yeah, sure. Okay. And they paint the rainbow. The love will come. I mean, I don't know. I get that there's shit like that going on in this particular angle. Some kind of cultural, which is fine if you're on board for it. If you're not on board for it and you're just going along to get along, it's a nightmare. Okay? All right, let's see where we go. And I've known people in those positions. Hell, they make reality shows about people in those positions. Six of Swords, crossed by the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Somebody has rammed their truth enough into your person that your person is thinking about it. They're giving you a pass. It's not permanent, she's sitting. All right? The sword's in the sheath. But they got the fancy sandals on for someone else. All right? Or something that this other energy, third energy, has convinced them is the rainbow. And Steve's viewer, you, are old tech. You're old news. What's on top? Queen of Pentacles. Why is that here? Three of Swords. That's you? No, that's you. Okay. I may say, hey, sorry, but that's just what it reads. It's temporary. They'll be back around. Right now, they're giving you a pass. That, anytime, look, anytime, I don't like energies like that third energy. I have been in these situations in the past. Normally, it's a work thing. For me, this might be a work thing for you. I don't know. Where you've got a boss. The worst boss you'll ever have is somebody who is influenced by the last person they talk to. That means you've literally got to camp out at the office until they go home to make sure you're the last person they talk to if you need to get something settled. Because if you're not, if one more person comes in with a different idea than you, they'll go with that idea. And then the next morning you'll come in and everything's changed and you have no idea why because you had something settled. Okay? It's that kind of thing. So don't be too heartbroken over this. All right. Anyway, it's temporary. What's the bridge? See? They're going for somebody. It'd be better to go for somebody else. Right? It's a choice. The energy is pointing toward you. Right? The universe is saying go towards Steve's viewer. The energy around this person saying go towards someone else. And that's your energy attached to the Queen of Pentacles. So, again, I'm spot on here. It is temporary. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle. All right. It bookends position 1. All right. 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's communication. It had to be. I told you we were going to get a lot of that. 8 of Wands. Somebody's coming in. Not this one, but somebody coming in. All right. Rolling in. And everything I said here is valid. I think they think it's going to be a piece of cake. Smooth this over. They're going to put themselves on your level. It's everything I said in Lionsgate. All these energies are setting up right now. It has a lot to do with the eclipse. Okay? Obviously, I'll be pulling on the eclipse, so don't worry about it. 8 of Wands is crossed by the 4 of Wands. Piece of cake. Happy new beginning. No problem. Hey, piece of cake. Got you. Done deal, baby. King of Wands. Person who believes everything is possible that we've been talking about in this whole row. Right? Person who thinks they can do anything. Person who overestimates their skill set. I can do this. I can do that. Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. Tell you what. Yeah, why is that here? Ace of Cups. I'm coming in. Happy new beginning. It's going to be a piece of cake. I'll be back at home in a couple hours. I'm just going to go wrap this up with Steve's viewer. Bam, zippity pop, boom, bang. Right? That kind of a thing. All right. I mean, I stand by the row here. So for everybody, you got some kind of communication coming. But you might want to pay attention to all the readings that have led up to this because the advice is going to be there. All right? This is just talking about what energies are setting up this week. All right? Or what happened to the Gemini position. I don't know. Somebody got in their head. All of a sudden, you're old tech. What did I call you yesterday? The VCR? Okay. Here we go. Leo, position 5. The Leo soap opera. What do we get here? 8 swords. Ooh. Whenever this person gets in a position where they're ready to come towards you, they know they love you. They're going to do something small. It was a small gesture yesterday. They overthink it. They get themselves messed up. There's something about this person. There's so many secrets and so many things this person hides. Maybe it's their family. Maybe it's whatever that hide from what we might call the outside world. In order for you to be a friend, even they've got to let you in the fence. They got to open the gate and let you in. And that's frightening to people like this. In the Leo soap opera, we have people that are like that on varying levels. It could be low level, could be high level. I don't know. Here we go. Eight of Swords. Why is it here? Judgment. Yeah, I believe it. Whenever this person gets in some kind of a mode like this, they get in their head about it. They totally want to come towards you. The energy is telling them to. But they get in their head. What do we get? The Emperor. And why is that here? The Hierophant. Oh, but I'm married. Oh, but I'm this. This is a Burger King energy right there. That Emperor is out of balance. It is a King. If the deck had another King of Wands to throw me, it would have put it here. It would have put it right there. I promise you. It's all four kings. It's out of balance, though. Somebody's worried that their marriage or their spouse might not like you or whatever. It's all bullshit. It's all minor. It's Eight Swords. Don't worry. I'll be pulling a Leo soap opera at some point. But I think this might be the catalyst that causes a fight. There's some sort of fight or argument that's brewing or either already happened in this energy. So I think that might be. I think this person in the Leo soap opera might be getting tired of being restricted by something that they haven't loved for a long time or a life they haven't loved for a long time. Okay? I don't know. It's just what I get. Take it for what it's worth to you. Virgo, position 6. Don't worry. Leo soap opera probably next week. Position 6, Virgo. Sometimes my wild card spot. Sometimes you guys show up here. Yesterday you were a child. This is not you today. That's 8 cups. Someone you like may be leaving. That's the energy I get. I don't know if you like them, like, or if you just like them. This could be at work. This could be someone's leaving. A friend could be moving overseas. Someone you love working with has quit the job. I don't know. Someone you like is leaving. That's what actions they're taking. What did I say? What did I fucking say? It's 5 Pentacles. Look, I mean, you feel left out. You feel sad. You're that girl. Somebody left. They're gone. You used to go to this house. You'd go inside. From the look of the door, you'd play Dungeons and Dragons together. Right? I mean, and now you can't even get in. They're not there anymore. What's on top? The High Priestess. Why is that here? King of Pentacles. What's the bridge? Yeah, you feel like it rattles some sort of stability within you. Gets rattled here. It makes you uneasy when this person leaves. Like, for example, if they were your friend at work, right, and you like them, your work husband, your work wife, or whatever, and they left, things feel different. Things feel weird now. It's that kind of a thing. All right, it is what it is. All right, position 7, Libra. 6 of Wands. Well, it's a victory card. I mean, it's nice. I just want to say more than that. It's victory after a long battle energy. I mean, I could say, I don't know. Let's just see what I need to see what the crossing energy is so I know how to phrase it so I don't say it wrong. It's judgment again. Yeah, it's judgment. You get a redo on something. You re-explain something to somebody. You have a communication with somebody. You re-explain something to them, and this time they see you were right. Okay? I don't know. I mean, it's the easiest way I can put it. I think, what's on top? I don't know. 10 Wands. Why is that here? And the 8 of Swords. You alleviate somebody's confusion or somebody alleviates yours. They turn it 180 degrees. What you lost before, you win this time. Okay? It could play out 1,000 different ways, so I'll just phrase it like that. And there you go. You get another crack at it. And this time, you win. Good for you. All right? We all like winning, right? Scorpio, my hot Scorpios, position 8. Queen of Swords. Move those up a little. Harsh. I didn't write yours down yesterday, but I think you were the one where I talked about harsh advice. You gave somebody advice and they thought you went a little too far. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to put it that way. Yeah, you do, because people won't listen, especially if it's free advice. If it's free advice, you need to hammer it in, or the subconscious will just dismiss it, especially if it's what they don't want to hear. Trust me, I've been doing it my whole life. Not just here on YouTube, but I tell you what, this is a very short little stint in what is my life. I haven't been here that long. Queen of Swords. You're going to have to, you got a communication with somebody where I think you need to lay some truth on them. I don't know. Is that right? Am I, maybe. It's crossed by the 2 of Wands. Yeah, you need to point somebody in a new direction for sure. What's on top? Hermit. Yep. And why is that here? King of Swords. Nobody harsher than that. King and Queen of Swords. Sometimes in close proximity, they fight. You're going to have an argument with somebody who thinks you were a little too harsh, when really you gave them good advice from the soul, or you told them what they needed to hear from the soul. I have no idea. You're totally in the right here. It ties with this for some reason. And that may have been the case yesterday too. It wouldn't surprise me. Whatever the case, it doesn't matter. I don't even remember, but I know it ties with this here a little bit. So, and the bridging energy is the Tower. Yeah. You need to lay it on them. I don't know. No other way I can phrase it. Okay? You got a very harsh conversation coming with somebody who thinks you were a little too, well, you were a little too persnickety. You were a little too bitchy. You were a little too this, that, or the other thing. Okay? Well, here's why I had to be that way. That kind of a thing. It's good. It creates a new beginning for you and this person. It's very positive here. Okay? It ends very positive. As long as you don't back down. Don't back down. Don't do it. All right. Moving things out of the way for the 11th dimension here. Here we go. Sagittarius, position 9. Sometimes part of the cycle, sometimes not. Yesterday you had the King of Cups. I wrote that down. I got a Hangman today. Pay attention. Pay attention to everybody that's around you in your life. Everybody you interact with on a daily basis. When I say everybody, I mean mostly just the common people. This is somebody very close. Very close. They're within your wing wrap. You understand? All right. You'll see them in a new light. I don't know if it's positive. I don't read anything negative. It might be negative. If you're going negative, that's on you. I don't know. Maybe you might realize you love somebody. I don't know. Well, we're going to find out. I'm clarifying. Relax. You don't need to get all crazy with it. All right. It's crossed by the 2 of Pentacles. Someone around you is extremely agitated, frustrated. That could be, it doesn't have to be negative. They're just a little bit frustrated. All right. What's on top? I mean, 5 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, why is that here? These are heavy energies. They're not. You're their fantasy. You're their wish. And their wish isn't coming true. Look at that, 10 cups. I mean, come on. It's what I'm saying. They feel like this. They feel like this. They're not showing it. They're not showing it. But they dream about you. You're their wish. Pay attention and figure out who this is. Because if for no other reason, then nobody should walk around feeling like that. You know, I think you can apply some empathy here. And I don't know, maybe you like them, maybe you don't. Either way, this may lead to trouble. Okay? It could at some point for a few of you. For the rest of you, it's just I don't believe anybody. If I pick up this kind of tension in somebody around me, I try to figure out why. I try to alert them to it. I say, hey, you know, what's going on? You know, try. A little bit. A little compassion here will go a long way. But you got to pay attention to figure out who it is. It'll be very obvious. Okay? It will. Capricorn, position 10. Knight of Pentacles. You're about to get very surprised. Capricorn. Position 10. You don't have to be a Capricorn, of course. I'm not your astrologer. But let's see where we go. It's crossed by the 5 of Pentacles. We keep getting these energies. These energies are fucking showing up like crazy. Someone's about to leave you behind. Somebody's about to take off. It's this energy of you're a deer in the headlights. All of your friends, imagine you showed up at your friend's house, right? And all of your friends, normally in there you knock, nobody's home. You're sitting outside, right? And you find out from a neighbor that walked by, oh, they all took off and went to Miami to hang out, you know, fun in the sun, right? And they left you behind. You're like a deer in the headlights. What? You got left out of something. Now, this could be you getting fired or something. It could be. I don't know. But you feel left out. It's 6 of Wands. Why is that here? And the 6 of Pentacles. You would have liked to have done this. You would have liked to have given to this. All right? But somebody here, 2 cards want to come out together. Knight of Wands and 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. They took off. And you're left standing there. I don't know. I think you just feel like whatever. I think your best bet here, I think the universe is doing you a favor. I think you're dodging a bullet. Okay? A little bit. I don't know what this is. You just feel left out. You felt like it would have been fun. Why didn't anybody invite me? You know, do your own thing. Go your own way. It's a great energy for you to do your own thing in this week and go your own way. And anything you feel left out of, you probably dodged a bullet. Position 11, Aquarius. I want you to, it's very important this week, whatever happens over here, where you feel left out. Remember, you had that 5 of Pentacles too. Talked about the door, right? And the Dungeons and Dragons thing, and then they all took off without you. It got the same kind of thing happening here. This is tied with that in some capacity. But I think it's more surprising here. You know? I think maybe whatever I was talking about here, you saw it coming, but I feel like you're deer in the headlights here. I feel like these three are tied together in some capacity. And I feel like allow yourself to feel, you're getting the message here to allow yourself to feel whatever it is you feel. I think you're trying to pretend like you're cool with it. You don't have to pretend like you're cool with anything. If you're pissed, be pissed. You know, I mean, it's okay. You got to let that shit out. People that keep all that stuff bottled up, it creates stress. It'll kill you. It'll eat you alive, right? It's like that old South Park episode where they solved spontaneous human combustion. It was people that were holding back farts, right? You got to let that shit out. You know, those people were exploding into flames. You know, it's that kind of thing, except it's emotion. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. All right? You have to. Right? It's crossed by the hangman. And again, I'm not a time lord. This doesn't have to happen this week. It's a weekly reading, but I don't control the universe as much as I wish I did. I do not. I'm not even sure I'd want that job, to be honest with you. But the energies are definitely setting up here, okay? Again, you're putting out a perspective. You're feeling one way and you're putting out another perspective. You're on the fence. You're like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. No, you need to feel something. You need to pick one way or the other. What's on top? The 5 of Swords. By pretending you don't care, that you've been left out in the cold, stabbing yourself in the foot. It's bittersweet. Why is that here? Yeah, it's a devil energy. It is. What's the bridge? The 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups on top of the 4 of Cups. See? It's lose-lose. So allow yourself to feel what you feel. All right? This devil will say, nah, just drink it off. No. Just let the emotions out. Think of South, if it helps to laugh, think of South Park holding back the farts and spontaneously combusting. That's what will happen here. Pisces, position 12, always read with 1 and 5. What do we get? 9 of Cups. Wow. You're getting a wish. Or somebody wants to give you a gift. Something you've always wanted. All right? I don't know. I think they think you'll fall for it. I have no idea. Let's see where we go. Tell me about the 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here in position 12? The Pisces position. Page of Wands. You're getting something that makes you very happy. There's an environmental energy around this of coming from a good place. You know, it's very nice. You're getting, it feels like communication. Somebody's telling you something you've wanted to hear. You're getting news you've wanted. It's very nice on some level. All right? Okay. Let's see where we go. Oh, I get it. 4 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And what's the bridge? The 2 of Wands. Yeah. I think it's the type of energy where you have a really good date. Okay? You might have a really good date. It's possible. It's that type of energy. I don't know what to say. You get a happy new beginning when somebody approaches with an opportunity for a happy new beginning. When I said I get it, I meant this. The Page of Wands. On the Friday reading over here, we talked about your energy showed up there, and I think we talked about something about you have like this childlike energy around you, right? Where you feel you're just, you know, it has that childish sort of vibe to it. We need to be careful about that in all 3 of these situations and this one here. Okay? While this is all terrific and everything, don't jump the gun with it, just to finish my read here. But this bleeds over because of the Friday reading onto all the stuff that's tied to the Virgo position. Okay? In particular. Because somebody's leaving. The whole point is you showed up here. You might just write it all off. You might be upset about that. You might be whatever. You just write it all off and flow into this. And that can be very dangerous. You can get yourself into a lot of trouble. So be careful about that. Again, I want to reiterate. Here, whatever it is. Even this person reaching out. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. Don't hold it back. Okay? If somebody thinks you're being overly emotional, then fine. Let them think that. It's okay in this energy. It's safe. It feels safe. Make your own decisions. Do what you want to do. All right? Add it up. 3 cards and a bottom card. What's it all mean? Add it up, universe. What do we get? 3 cards and a bottom card. 7 swords. It's where we started, isn't it? Didn't we, with the animal deck, have 7 swords and the pre-shuffle and all that? Yeah. Oh, shit, if there's a 4 of Pentacles under it. I don't think there is. 6 of Cups. Somebody returning from the past, the environmental energy. Yeah, again, somebody is... they've put in some work. They have. There's justice again. We even had that, too. Remember the black cat and the white cat having a conversation? You know, again, it's a repeat of the pre-shuffle on some level. This person has put in some work on themselves. I just don't think it's like a dark night of the soul, like I always say, but they have. Ace of Wands, Hierophant, yeah, they have it. The Chariot, yeah, it's, again, they've... all of that, putting in the work, the 7 swords, the 6 of Cups, them returning, the putting in the work, and the justice, the black cat, the white cat having a conversation, making themselves happy is crossing. The Hierophant, he's a red, center, left, right. Somebody's a bit confused by your beliefs. There's a couple of ways I could phrase this. Okay, I'm going to phrase it 2 different ways so that it'll make sense to somebody. Hopefully. Either your role in this person's, whoever this main person is that's coming in, obviously there can be a lot of energies that play out like this on varying levels, but whoever this main person is, your role in their soulmate journey is to correct them on some things they have wrong as far as spirituality, spiritual beliefs, things along, even if it's within their character, lies and things like that. You're sort of a teacher. You're sort of a guru for this person. That's the first way I can phrase this. But I think the second way kind of holds more true for more of you. I think this person is confused about your beliefs. I think they have something backwards about what you believe spiritually, or what you want long term, or both. And I think you get a chance here. If they reach out, that's your key thing. That's your big opportunity if they reach out. I can't predict free will. I wish I could. But your chance is your opportunity here is to set them straight on that, right? So again, that's why I say, feel whatever it is you feel. Allow yourself to feel it. Say what you need to say when you get a chance to say it at this point in the soulmate cycle. It's setting somebody straight on where you're coming from, right? Either long-term or spiritually or both. Do it, all right? It will have an effect if you do it passionately, with passion. And be as brief as you can. The attention span on the DMs is a little low. Okay, so the King of Wands doesn't have much of an attention span, all right, especially when you're correcting them, if you catch my drift. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. We got a big week of reads coming up here. Good luck.